So as I was riding this afternoon, I had a topic I came on that I never really got to finish. I didn't put it on the last video because I didn't have enough time. Chuck always says the sweet spot's 7 minutes, but I can't ever seem to keep it within 7 minutes. I'm an English teacher. What do you expect? Full of hot air. Hopefully I'm entertaining. So, I have to address what happened to one of our own this past few months, and that is with Sven of the Sven channel. He is one of the early moto vloggers, one of the very first ones I ever came upon. The very first video I ever saw of his was that one where he was getting high, whatever, that joke video he made. It was very, very funny. And I emailed him a few times, and he emailed me back. We talked about the camera setup that he had, and the POV thing, which I thought was awesome, but way too expensive for me. Anyway, I was just as shocked as anybody else to find out that he had passed away, or that he had done himself in. And it kind of brings up that eternal question, about the beyond. We lose, it seems like we lose a biker every year lately. We lost Sven, we lost Ike. A few years back we lost the Iceman. So there's always somebody seeming to go down and buy it, or doing something else to buy it, buy the farm, as they say. So here's the thing. Ever since my father died, and I've had to face mortality on a very personal level, it's had me thinking about death in a way I never did before. I was there when my father passed. I had my hands on him, and I saw what a peaceful thing it was to see him go. And so it kind of made me think that when you're going, the one thing that you count as important to you, the last thing that means anything to you as you're going, is love. At least that's what it seemed to me. I think love is the point of life. Love is the point of living. Make it, share it, grow it, whatever. Not money, not power, not fame, not glory. Love. So, death used to be a scary thing for me, something I dreaded and feared like everybody else, but now I'm not quite so afraid of it. And I don't want to be in pain or anything, obviously, but that actual, jumping off the deep end there, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, as Shakespeare once famously said. I think my attitude has changed on it. Like I said, it's not something I fear or dread anymore. In a way, I'm intrigued by it. Not really afraid of it at all. And it's also changed in this other way too. I used to think, because of my Jehovah's Witness upbringing, that when you die it's like turning off a light bulb. You don't remember anything. And I had as proof to myself that when I got knocked out, every time I had an operation, no time had passed for me. It was just nothingness, and then I wake up and boom, there I am. And there is that possibility that maybe that's exactly what death is. Or maybe there's that tunnel of light thing. I watched a documentary recently about the tunnel of light thing. It's called Afterlife. And this guy did scientific documentation of people's experiences, and you see so many commonalities and so many things that are hard to explain. You know, you can identify people in the room when you're having an out-of-body experience that you have no other way of knowing. Stuff like that. So, if death is nothingness, well, in a way that's not a bad thing to be afraid of, because you're not going to know it anyway. If death is complete nothingness, you're not going to be sitting there going, oh, I'm in nothingness. No, you're going to be gone. You won't even know. So, that ain't bad. I mean, what's bad about that? Complete ignorance. Didn't they say ignorance is bliss? The ultimate ignorance, right? And if it's that tunnel of light thing and love and peace and all that, well, you know, what's bad about that? That sounds pretty awesome to me. I don't believe in the whole heaven and hell thing. Maybe I ought to modify that over time. Hopefully I'll have plenty of time to think about it, but them's my thoughts on that. Now, in the terms of Sven, you know, people say whenever somebody kills himself, I'm not saying this about Sven, obviously, but whenever somebody kills himself, they always say, oh, he took the coward's way out. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can really say it that way. Is it really the coward's way out? Maybe that's the brave thing to do. I don't know. Maybe he was just done. Maybe he had nothing more he wanted to do. So, anyway, I'm going to miss him, and I would have liked to have met him. There's a whole lot of bloggers I'd like to meet, and hope we don't lose anybody this year. God, what a morose, morbid topic. But the funny thing is, I'm not sad about it. You know, it's not a sad thing for me. When you go to the beyond, hopefully it's awesome, and if it sucks, deal with it. So anyway, there's my thoughts on that. As a famous character on a movie once said, that's all I have to say about that. So folks, have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.